Hello and welcome to the Mad Leprechaun. I'm in my garage, a little bit of kind of make and do, still kind of motorbike related. Anyway, I want to make a display cabinet for my M1000. If that's something that interests you, please do stick around and stay tuned until after the intro. That's what I'm making the display cabinet out of, the rear tyre of a motorbike. So it says on the rim it's 17 inches and the tape measure, funnily enough, it agrees. Do you know when people tell you it's really easy to draw a circle using a piece of string? Like that. Well, it's not. I tried so many times and failed with the piece of string, because the pencil was either doing that or that, and it ended with about 4 different circles or 4 different marks. So I thought, drill a small hole in one end, drill a big hole here, put the pencil through, and then this distance can't change. That's the original line there, and that is effectively the inside of the tyre. So I don't want it to fit snug inside the tyre. I want it to rest just on the outside of the tyre. So I've allowed myself a little bit more room for glue and screwing and fixing and whatever. And I also made my compass a little bit shorter and less awkward. So this is the next step for me anyway, is going to drill a hole and then I'm going to use a jigsaw to cut out a circle. Ooh. So there is my tyre, and what I want is to cover. So this is going to become the back part of, effectively, my display case. So this is going to go on the wall. I'm going to try and glue this all the way around there. Put a piece of wood on so it sits on the glue. Maybe put a little bit more glue in around here, and then hopefully that should stick or fix the wood to the tyre. But it's splintered a lot on the edges, so I'll just tidy that up with a piece of sandpaper and take the roughness off of it. But say it's going to be to the wall anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sand it and then paint it. I have sanded down the edges so there's no kind of splintery bits kind of sticking up at the edges. I've given it a light, very, very light key, and I'm going to use a bit of primer, undercoat, and just slap it on. I think it will look nice if it's painted. Be able to see what's inside the case, and I plan to put some lights on the inside of the case. In fact, I think I'm going to do it without the tyre. I don't want a white wall tyre. So that's it. I'm going to prime it. This is a quick drying primer. This is probably one of the hottest days in the year today, and I'm doing this. And my next port of call after doing this is definitely going to be to drink tea. So I've decided to put some strip lighting don't know if you can see that. There are little LED lights on the inside of the tyre. So let's show you what the inside of the tyre looks like. The idea is that's going to be the front face, and I'll put the LED lights around the inside of the tyre like that. Unfortunately, this strip, little red strip here, you normally peel it off. You can see that it's already kind of coming off because I've had these for a while. So, Blue Peter moment coming up here. I've done it already. I've glued down in various little spots all the way around. I actually used Araldite, so it's a two-part glue, mix it up, and I use clothes pegs, metal clothes pegs, to kind of clamp down all the way around and hold the strip in place. Oh, I've painted the disc that's going to go on the other side. So let's give you a look what that looks like. So that is the disc in place. If I flick it over, it's now nice and white. So it's had 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of satin white. So that's what it's going to look like when you flick it over. Obviously the LEDs lights are in just underneath here, so you won't be able to see the LED lights. Clearly when I showed you the LED lights from the other side, it didn't really look that pretty. I haven't got a transformer for the lights just yet. Hopefully that will come tomorrow, and I'm going to glue the back onto the tyre tomorrow. So yeah, that clearly for you will be in about 3 seconds. Hopefully you can see I have now glued on the bead of the tyre all the way around. I put a little bead of glue and stuck on the disc on the back, and then put another bead of glue and just rubbed it around with my fingers. That's now set. I've put a shelf in. So the hole is 17 inches across. I think the shelf is actually 19 inches across. Depends what you're going to display in your display cabinet. But I had to make mine 19 inches, so it's low enough in the side of the tyre to be able to take the bike. So the bike's going to sit in here. I had to put a little block at the back of the shelf because clearly there's a void here and here, and obviously the shelf wouldn't meet the rear of the display cabinet. So that is now fixed with 3 screws straight through the back. I drilled a hole in the tyre, and when I tell you it's difficult to drill a hole in the tyre, it is really difficult. There's wire and all sorts of stuff inside the body of the tyre that holds the carcass together. So I did it little by little, kind of, and progressively built it up, and then fed the wire through to the inside of the tyre. Let's flick the tyre around. Underneath the shelf, conveniently, is the transformer. On the left hand side, the black wire is the LEDs going into the transformer, and the other side is the white wire coming in, and that's the electricity that's going to feed the lights. So brown is live, blue is neutral, and neutral goes to black, and brown live goes to the red. Right, next job is to put the 2 screws on either end of the transformer and then pull the white wire back out through the hole on the other side. Right, that's it. Transformer is all buttoned up and in place. Kind of tuck it back inside the bottom of the tyre again, and then pull the white cable back through think there's nothing more I can do at the moment until I get the piece of Perspex for the front. But in the meantime, I think it'd be rude not to have a little trial run. So I have put the bike in, clearly, you can see it, it's in. And now you can understand why I've had to make the shelf as low in the tyre as I have. Nothing else really to do at the moment except wait for my Perspex piece, which is going to go on the front. Oh, I forgot to test the lights. Shall we? I think it'd be rude not to. Let's switch off there and switch off there, and then ta-da! I think that looks quite good. Pleased with that. Yeah, so you can still see it's a tyre and it's a motorbike inside a tyre, but the LED lights which are in here light the whole affair up. So that's where I am so far. I think it's coming along nicely. I had fully intended on putting some sort of a hole or a fixing of some sort in the back, the disc that I put onto the back of the display cabinet. And as time kind of went on, I just thought that was going to be a bad idea, because the last thing I would want is to come home, whether it be a hot day or otherwise, and find that this glue had kind of unglued itself and the tyre had fallen off the disc. So I've decided to drill 2 holes, one either side, and just put 2 coach bolts or gutter bolts, whatever you like to call them, one each side from the inside out, and then put a nut on. And my wife got me this piece of chain from a charity shop, mate. And there you have it. Next thing I'm going to do is drill a hole in the wall, put a roll plug in, screw, and hang it on the wall. Job done. While I was at the ABR festival recently, I met this guy. Oh, crikey, if I could just keep my hand still. Channel called Hippodrome. And he was a nice fella, and I've been following his channel ever since. He gave me some stickers, and I just thought, as I love stickers, I thought I would put a sticker on my bike display. I do love a sticker, so there it is. And there is my display. Finished, hung on the wall. And unfortunately, it's not finished, and there's not really an awful lot I can do. I ordered a piece of Perspex for the front, and it hasn't arrived, and I just want to move on with other projects. So I've put a piece of chain, as I showed you a moment ago, on the back, and it's now hanging on the wall, so that's where it's going to live. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed this video for any particular reason, please feel free to leave a thumbs down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below. That's always appreciated. And then hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Until next time, people, take care of yourself, ride safe. Bye-bye.